Oops. All right. Do I need to help anybody navigate to? Time we did this, everybody went to the technology folder, not the meetings folder. So I relented. Now it's in technology. It's in the tech file. Yay! Everybody went to it the first time. Instead of meetings. I thought maybe. All right, so that CEU link is the same one I gave you last time. If you've already registered on this link, then you're covered for the rest of the. I guess you'd Tech Fridays. Yeah, because what I did was with this one, I put all the Tech Fridays in one PD, and I'll just give you credit for whichever days you show up to.
You email us if we haven't signed up? I
Yeah.
don't remember if I do or not.
Yeah, I can check the roster, and I'll email those who haven't. The next link is the Smart Lunch form that was requested last Friday. About just creating a simple form for y'all to have access to let people know who's in Smart Lunch. So if you click on that link, that takes you directly to the form.
I revoked my first blue card today. I revoked it for a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want, just because I tried putting in the team drive, but apparently when you put in the team drive, that brings up the edited or the editing version, the working version, not the live form. You have to go to the live view. So if you want to make life easier for you, if you're in Chrome, click the little star icon up here to bookmark this page, so that way it's always saved. That way you can submit it. Now, then we said we want to also have access to the responses, so you can see it. So let me take care of that real quick just to make sure it's in there. Would y'all like the responses in the team drive? That doesn't matter.
Well, after you submit it, you'd like to see. He's going to give us access to see whatever. I totally agree.
Okay. And just to kind of give you an idea of what the form looks like, right here it is. Lipton's already filled one out for Luke. Gives you a timestamp. It's very simple, and it's going to capture your email address, so you'll know who it is. Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, you fixed it.
Yeah. Sure did. No problem. Just plug it in.
Well, it works, man.
All right. Well, so timestamp is over here for the date they were put in. So, like, Love put his in on the 10th. I'm assuming that was for the 10th.
I broke it.
My laptop went to sleep, or it didn't go to sleep. We'll give it some caffeine just in case. All right. I don't know what happened there. All right. So anyways, timestamp tells you when it was put in, teacher, and then also, why is that? Anyway, student name right here, so that way you can always know who's in for what date. I would say to make life, I don't know, do you think we need to put a date section in there in case you wanted to go ahead and put them in early so you can let people know?
That would help me. If they're in the cafeteria, instead of teachers having to come look for them, I know. I go ahead and send them and have the teachers go out.
So let me.
Is there a way to arrange, like if you need them for like 2 weeks? Or for the rest of their lives?
Like Luke.
So let's make a question real quick. I think I actually can do.
Maybe it's smart.
If we were to plug in, say, a date range,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the student that you're
I wish
learning
it
for
worked.
the rest of their life needs to owe something for me,
Screens are blinking.
am I just out of luck? Because you put it in there a week ahead before I did.
I think the date.
Yeah, like Luke had it for love yesterday, and you and Luke.
Let's just do dates.
Don't tell me if they want something else. Just stop by and make sure you are.
It's just a way to know the area of
Oh, we always do like dates needed, and then just you can either put the day or the range, just whatever it is that you need it for.
Right.
And that way, and with the timestamp piece on the other side, that should then we'll know when you put it in, but also you can use that date range on there.
When you put it on the Excel sheet for like the example, I'd like to put it in now, but he's needed the whole time. Is he gonna kind of get lost in the names as you update that list?
True.
What would be the problem?
Just
What do you understand?
Well, my thing with Luke, I know every day, Luke, time to go, I know Luke's going somewhere.
Okay,
So I'm gonna send him, and whether he comes to you or love,
yeah, we'll deal with that.
yeah, but I'm gonna kick him out of here every day.
Okay.
Why don't we?
The main thing is just
Well, one thing I don't mind going in is kind of not necessarily policing the form or the spreadsheet, but I can go through and clear out the ones
Like highlight.
highlight, or I was gonna say clear out the ones that are finished and keep the ones that are active.
that's
Yeah, we
what
can actually do red and green. Green means they're still active. Red,
And if you start erasing, then we don't have any like.
Record of it. Yeah, it's true.
yeah, we just do red.
So we'll just highlight it when they're done. Something like that. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was just trying to say.
I go through the list and see what's still, I think red. Yes.
Yeah, so now the form looks like this, have student name and then dates needed. And you can put them out like that. And also if you need to, if you want to, you don't necessarily have to submit a new form if you don't want to. If it's one that you've already submitted, you can just go into this form or this spreadsheet and modify the date needed if you need to also. So if you submitted one and you meant to change something, just go into the Excel document and change it from there versus submitting another form and kind of doubling up on stuff.
It's, right on the name.
Any questions as far as accessing the form, the live form? Obviously, you can get to it from the today's Tech Friday, but I would definitely recommend bookmarking it so that way you always have quick access to it. Does anybody need to see how to bookmark? Everybody good on bookmarking? All right. So, next link, Tech Friday. All right. It's relatively short today. I've only actually got 3 things to talk about, so won't be too long. First one I was going to talk to you about is person to follow. So this semester I will try and highlight some people that I tend to follow and get my ideas from. So you can also not always depend on me to find an idea. You can branch out on your own because
Coming to you.
I mean, come to me. It keeps me employed, but I also want to make sure
I got you.
if I'm not here, y'all are able to work. So, anyways, Richard Byrne, he's been around for about 10 years as far as doing his technology blog, Free Technology for Teachers. I've actually seen him speak about 2 or 3 times at NC Ties in Raleigh. He's won awards for his blog writing, but all he does every day, he posts some type of new tech piece specifically for teachers, and he also usually does screencasts on how to use those technology pieces. So actually, I think all 3 of the things I'm talking to today I got from his blog as far as the ideas of what to do with them. Just show you real quick. Here's his website. So he will do some things like add-ons, how to make photo slideshows. I mean, you just have to go to older posts, but he's been posting stuff for a long time. So he's got things on here about how to use Flipgrid and then also just alternative options for like paid subscription things versus the free versions. And then also his YouTube channel, just to show you that real quick. He's got like 10,000 followers, and he's got about, I can't remember how many videos he's got, but he's got like, some of these are rants. Like he got on a rant about people stealing his content. Like there was apparently websites that'll automatically upload his posts. And so he's got videos actually showing how he goes in and sends them the cease and desist emails and all that kind of stuff. But there's also just different things. He does webinars and all kinds of other stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of content in here as far as ideas to use technology in your classroom. And most of this stuff is Google-based. I don't think he really gets into Canvas much. All right, so moving on to my tools. First one is Metaverse. I showed a couple people this. But Metaverse is an app, or sort of an app creator. But it uses augmented reality. Everybody know what that is? All right, y'all seen those things where, like, if you hold your phone up and you see little things dancing around on the camera, nonstop? That's augmented reality. All right, so basically, it's adding.
Jump it's on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's augmented. That's an example of augmented reality. Yeah, Pokemon. If you know what Pokemon Go is, that's also a very big one where you're going around with your camera and you're trying to find. It's basically it takes digital things and puts them in the real world through your camera. There is an education side of this. All right. So Metaverse is a kind of an option that'll let you actually create your own augmented reality experiences. Also, just creating regular apps. So to kind of show you this, I'm going to go into it. A lot of people get scared about creating applications because they're like, oh, I have to have some type of background in coding, design, all that kind of stuff. This one's very simple. It's like you're creating a storyboard. I want to go from here, this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one that I created. Would you like to see the app first or the edited or the creator version first?
Show us the why we.
All right, so here's.
You can create your own augmented reality.
Yes. So this is from my phone right here.
Okay.
All right.
This is people have already done.
No, this is just the app. So I've only made two. One thing I made was a CECHS virtual tour. All right. So this is what happens when they first load it. And anybody can do this with the Metaverse app. If I send them the code or send them the link, they can get it. So here's our little guy right there. It says, hello, welcome. What is Cleveland Early College 360 tour and then end experience? I made it pretty simple. So the first one, I'll click on the top one, what is Cleveland Early College? And it's going to take them to the video that we made for Parent Night last year. So they can actually watch our video. I don't think there's any sound because it's going through the computer, but yeah, so they can watch the video just directly from the app. When they're done, they can go back. Next is 360 tour. Does anybody remember when I came in with my 360 camera?
Yeah.
All right, so I can click right here on my, I'm doing 360 tour of different schools, so, or different classrooms. So that's Kelly Torres. You can turn it sideways. Well. And the cool thing about this app, it also supports those AR goggles. So if I wanted to use those, I could throw those in there with my app. So remember, I've still got all those Chick-fil-A goggles. And this works on Android and iOS. So Science, let's see who I got here. I think this is Lipkin. I'm just looking around. Where is Lipkin? Oh, no, I think that's her. I think that's her against the wall there. And then English. This was a pretty good one. I I got Greenlee right there. And all those kids sitting in a circle. You can also say this is an example of crew if you want to. I think this was an English class when I came in. I'm pretty sure.
That's correct. Did you see an 11?
Where's the other? These are all freshmen.
Yes, because Aiden's in my crew. There he is.
Yeah, these are all freshmen. I couldn't take a picture during crew because I have my own crew. All right, so that's all the app is. If I exit, it goes back to the main screen. So I only put 2 things on there. But that's an example of something I made for that, and I just did it very simple, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay?
I like that little Viking floating around.
Yeah, and all it is was just uploading our little Viking symbol.
Could you do an augmented Viking?
Yeah, there is a version where if
I want to see a little Viking dancing around.
I could change that to AR, but it was a kind of the only version with the AR version. It got kind of annoying as far as testing because you have to find them, and then when you find them, the little menu pops up, so you have to look around for them. But I want to create an account. There we go. Let me log in real quick. So I'll show you what that app looks like as far as it is the editor. Okay, so go ahead and click on link. You can create an account if you want to, but I want to kind of y'all to follow along with me. And also, there's a video that shows it breaks down. It's a 9-minute video, breaks down on how to create an experience. So right here is the CECHS virtual tour inside the editor. Don't let it look too scary. So first thing it said was, here's my home screen. I can customize all these texts. And then what I do is I tell it where to go. So I wanted this one to go to my video of the school. Then the next one, I wanted to make another scene. All this text is editable. So I can add as many buttons as I want to, and then I just add the scenes, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to create one real quick. I can show you what it looks like from scratch. So this is the first thing it does. It says, what do you want to do? What's your first character? Or what do you want to introduce this for? So when I go into select character, I have all these things to choose from. I can do Tesla, Dr. Dre, they have everything. But you can also upload your own. So if I do upload it by me, there's our little Viking. They also have these 3D objects. So if I wanted to, so I'm going to use the fox. All right. So when if I launch this app, it's going to bring up this fox. So the first thing is what I want to say when the people first log on to, what do you want them to see? You say hi. What'd you say?
I think you should say, what does the fox say?
Yeah.
What does the fox say? And so the next thing you do is add action. So when I add an action, it's going to ask me, all right, what do I want to happen? Do I want to transition to another scene? Do I want to transition to what they call a block? Do I want to end the experience, or do I want to suspend the experience? So I want to say transition to a scene, but I have to have it to go somewhere. So what I do is I click add new. So I have all these options to choose from. So I can add another dialog box. I can add an input one where they have to give me a response. I can add an item. I can give them an item. So if you want them to go on like a treasure hunt, and if they go to the right spot or answer the right thing, then they get like a potion. I think in that video right there, they have to unlock the Pharaoh's treasure and they get this magic potion. You can send them to a particular website. That's how I showed the video. You can have them send to a picture. So there's a camera scene. Send them to a YouTube video, a 360 video if you have them, or a 360 photo. So I had those 360 photos. So all I had to do was upload them to this, and they put it in there. So I just choose which one. What would you like to go to first? What does the fox say?
I would do a YouTube.
So we'd go to YouTube. And what we have to do is tell it what YouTube video to go to. So over here is my little options. All right. So if I go to YouTube, this is a very fun experience, I know. What does the fox say?
What did you read? Is that what you read?
So I'm going to copy the link, go back to wherever my metaverse is, right here. I'm going to paste my link in there. And you can already see it's right there. But if you notice, I have this guy. It doesn't know where to go. So if I click on this, I just have to tell it where to go. Click on this, where do I want to go? Transition to scene, select the scene, scene 2. So now I have my little connector button. If I want to, I can modify this text. Go to video. Oops, looks like I added one. This is a simple app. I have a fox. What does the fox say? Go to the video. And then this check mark means that's the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test it. And if you have your app up, when you click on test, it should pop up, maybe.
App on phone? App on.
It'll say, yeah, app on the phone. So right here's there's my app. See my little fox there?
Yeah.
I can click on them, click go. So now I have to look for the fox. It'll tell me where to go, and there's the fox.
Oh, that is so cool. So once you find the fox.
So yeah, so if I don't have the fox, I don't have any options. You can turn the
Can you move the fox?
huh?
Can you move the fox?
Doesn't look like it. That's why on that first one I didn't really, on the CECHS one, I turned the AR part off so that way as soon as you launch it, it brings up the menu. But you don't. And so when I click go to video, it brings up the video. When I click next, it ends the experience. Okay. I haven't seen. So just to kind of show you on this thing. All right.
I'm pretty sure that made you more than that.
Dyer's going to be the one using it. He's going to make an ask. All
All
right.
Well, you'd be in this world anyway.
So you can choose augmented reality as your scene background, or you can choose a color. If you choose color, it's just going to be that background. So just to show you the difference of it real quick, did I close it out? Yep. Yes, this is all website based. So the kids can create this themselves, and that was going to be my next point. They can create, literally design their own apps. There's all kinds of tutorials in here. Metaverse actually put in a whole bunch of tutorials. If you click on this link right here, here's their entire playlist of tutorials on how to do things. So you can do how to choose from thousands, how to upload characters, photo walls. Oh yeah, if you take your photo, the photo thing where you take your photo, you can actually go to the photo wall for that thing, and you can see everybody who's taken a picture for that app.
And you can want to take a picture, like they're doing a battlefield.
Mhm.
They have to like walk through parts of it, find stock images and put it in there.
Yes, you can actually even do location based. You can bring up a map, and if they get it to a certain particular location, it will bring up that thing. I didn't really want to do it here because this is so small, but like up on that baseball field, you could put dots around different ones, so if they go to different areas, they'll bring up. All right. You can do item control, leaderboards, use properties. You can turn this into a full-fledged gaming app, or you can turn it into like a scavenger hunt thing. So like the Amazing Crew Race, this might have been something I would have considered trying for that, because we were doing location-based things where they had to input questions and answers. So this thing will do that.
There's always next year.
There's always next year. So yeah, always moving forward. You can use Google Vision to detect a smile. I don't even know what that means, because I haven't delved that deep into it yet. You can create 360 video experiences. And if you ever want to make 360 photos or 360 videos, one, I've shown y'all in a previous Tech Friday how to make your own 360 photos using that Google Street View app. But I also have a 360 camera that records video and pictures. So if you ever want to make something where you want to do some type of scavenger hunt using that, that's resource y'all are more than welcome to. But yeah, so that's Metaverse. Any questions?
Might have to help me do the Hair Free project.
Yeah. And this is, and I'm not saying you need to create an app. This is something like, the reason it's so easy is so kids can also create their own. The login's free. They just sign up with an email, and that's it. Next, has anybody been using ThingLink lately? Yeah. So ThingLink, in their infinite wisdom, I think in early December, has altered their plans as far as the free stuff and all that. In fact, I took a screenshot. This is what it says when you go into ThingLink now. It says free teacher accounts are no longer able to register or manage students. Students will need an invitation code from a paid teacher account holder in order to use ThingLink Editor. So students can actually create their own ThingLink. Teachers can. Y'all can create them all you want.
What I do. It was my campus course, like the opening page. Go access.
But if you already have one, you can get a discount for 70% off before 2018. Yay!
Right.
Somehow I was paying for free, now I have to pay 30% more. So,
Like the Giphy drive. We can create.
Yeah, so- yeah, so if I go to
So what can we not do?
students, you can't create a thing, have a class like you can have yours and then have kids create their own thing.
There's mine.
Yeah, so that's that one I think I made for you. So
So I can still.
you can
make
you can
stuff like
you can
that.
still create them. Yes,
Okay.
students cannot create them.
Okay.
However, there is an alternative, and that is Google Drawing, which is one we'll show here. So this video is actually from the Richard Byrne website that I was just telling you about. So here's one that I made using parts of a cell for my biology people. Once my image loads. Good old internet. All right, so ThingLink is dots that link to text or images or videos, right? So you can do that in Google Drawings. So what I did in Google Drawings, and I'll show you how I built one from scratch, is I found an image, and this is in the free to use domain, FYI, always doing good there. And then I dropped some circles and hyperlinked them. So find out about cytoplasm, click on the cytoplasm circle. There's cytoplasm. I used Wikipedia. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Really, honestly, Wikipedia's gotten better. It's not like the Wild West it was, 10 years ago when first.
Years ago, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I like it because it's something.
That's what my boss said. Like that.
we put our biology teacher in there one time in high school. But yeah, so this took all of probably 5 minutes to make. All right. So what I'm going to do, what I'd like for y'all to do is I'd like y'all to go to Google Drawings. I provided the link inside of right here at the very bottom. It says go to Google Drawing. It's going to bring up a blank one for you. Let's try and make a ThingLink using Google Drawing. So what I want you to do is find you an image, and there's a quick and easy way to doing that. If you go to Insert Image, you can go click on Search the Web, and they'll throw it right there in there. So find an image that you would like to put some details about.
Can you drag and drop?
Go to, I think if you select it, it'll put it.
It's a column, not the real thing. Okay.
Fake.
Be great first.
Let's see. North Carolina. All right. So if you find one you like, you can click on it, insert the item. I'll throw it in there. All right. So we've got it. I'll let everybody get an image first, and then I'll walk you through. So next thing we want to do is we want to add our hyperlinks, all right, or our objects that we're going to link. I use circles on mine because that's what ThingLink uses. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can put any shape or object and make it hyperlink. So if you wanted to use another image, you could. If for this one, I'm just going to go insert, and I'm just going to go to shape. And you can choose all kinds. Just because I'm original, I'm going to go with the circle again. Once you select it, then you can start just drag and draw the circle that you want. And then I would make it to where it's very visible so you can change the color of it. That's by going up here to the fill color. Just make sure your object's selected. We'll make mine purple. I'm going to make the outside dark purple. I'm going to make it. I'm just making. Just do one. Just do one shape. All right. So, and also this is kind of a time saver, so you don't have to keep creating shapes. If you select it and do copy paste, it'll make more for you.
Now, if you've already hyperlinked the first dot,
That will be, they'll have the same hyperlink, yeah. Which is easy to change. All you do is click on it and then click change, and you can edit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my dots over points of interest. Not real sure. I know Durham's up in, or Raleigh's up in this area. And, okay. So I have my objects. Next, I need to put the hyperlink. So when I click on it, the hyperlink button is this little chain link guy right here. See, yep. Click on that, and it'll say paste link. So now I need to give it a link. So in this case, I'm on the Watauga County, so we'll just go to appstate.edu. I'll just take them to the App State website. Copy the link. Go back to my drawing once I find it, because I've already opened too many tabs. There we go. Paste my link. Click apply. Now I have a link dot. Cleveland County. We're just going to paste some links in there. Again, just click on the object, click the link button, paste your link in there.
Is there a drive option as opposed to using hyperlinks?
So the link to a object in your drive?
Yeah, like when I click on the shape and go to hyperlink, that's obviously looking for URL.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, anything in your drive can be hyperlinked. So if I wanted,
Oh, so I need to go to drive.
yeah, so like, for example, if I wanted them to get, so we'll go with this gear form here. Get shareable link. It has to make sure that they have access to it. And then same deal, link, paste the link, ready to roll. Now I have a linked image with dots. 3 of them go to the places, and then the Raleigh one goes to the order form for the CECHS store. When I'm ready, share this. You can share it out. I would do it, change it. Anyone with a link can view, because if they have editing rights, and they can edit it. So if you want to send a copy of this to your kids, you can send them the link with anyone the link to view, because the difference there is, I'll show you real quick. This is what it looks like on a view only mode. There's no, might take just a second for my map to load. But there's no controls up here as far as editing. They can just click on the objects. I don't know why my North Carolina's not loading up. But when they click on the dot, they see the link. They can click on the link, and it'll take them to that. So works just like ThingLink, and it's any link out there. So you can link to Drive documents. You can link to YouTube videos, other websites, Canvas videos. And you saw this was fairly easy to make. Would you say that? Right? It's very easy. So your students could definitely make these. Right? This is something we can easily share out. They can work on it. And since it's in Google, they can work on it in groups. So you can share them out, put them on a team. The trick that I showed you, where if you wanted to send everybody a copy of it, do y'all remember how to do that? Anybody not remember that? Okay. If you go to the share link, and then kind of hard to zoom in on my thing right here. But all you got to do is right there where it says edit, delete all that, and just change that to copy. When it does that, it creates the copy document. And then when I click make a copy, now I have my own editable copy. It's not the original. It even says copy of demo, and so I can make my own. So if you wanted to get them started, you could do it that way. Google Drawings also work in the LTI Canvas. So if you choose this, if you've done that where you want to send their own individual objects, this will also work as well.
Is this insertable onto the-
Yes. In fact, you can even make, I know a way of how to make a Google drawing, like the homepage, to where if you edit the Google drawing, it'll just make the updates in Canvas, and the links will also work. Because if you export this it exports it as an image. So if you want the links to work, there's a little trick you got to do to it, but I know how to do it.
I think link won't work.
Okay, so we can make a new version of it. I'll show you an example of one that I've used in the past. In fact, it's on the, no, it's not anymore. Never mind. I got rid of it. The Canvas course, the CECHS training course, the guy with his mind being blown, the original image on there had a whole bunch of circles and links on that. That was all my Google Drawing. All right. So if you want to use that as part of your Canvas homepage, let me know. I'll get with you, Vaughn, later on adjusting this to make it that. But also think about this as a possible idea. Any type of labeling or interactive project you want the students to work on, this would be, I think, a pretty good idea for that. If you'd like to try it out. Labeling maps, timelines, parts of a cell. Heck, you can even do parts of an equation where you have to label the different pieces of it. So it's like an interactive poster board. Another idea. All right, moving on. I got one last thing, and this one is actually pretty cool. The new Google Earth. Everybody's used Google Earth, right? It's been around for, I think, 10 years now. Been that fun app, got a lot of stuff. But now Google has actually taken Google Earth and turned it into something you can go to on Chrome. So if you go to, oh, Ms. Carson's singing, earth.google.com. It only works in Google Chrome, by the way. These do not work in it won't work in the Safari. And by the way, all these images in the background are on Google Earth. These aren't helicopter photos. These are actually taken from the 3D renderings on Google Earth. Wow. So when I go to it, we'll load it up. Right there it is. This is the one. I mean, this This is interactive as it was before, but they've added a couple things to it. They kind of linked it up with the Google Arts and Culture project, so you can actually go on what's called a Voyager. You can go through explore different things. All right, there's even have them in sections. So I want to go to history. I can go to the Civil Rights Movement, chart Martin Luther King, remembering Martin Luther King. So they'll take me to different areas that were significant in his lifetime. If I go to start exploring, it's going to already take me up. First thing it's going to is his birth home in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, and it'll keep going here in a second, and then it'll bring me down the street so I can actually see the real street that it's on. I can look around, see everything. That's his home. I got a little title card here about it. He was born 1929. Like a little interactive tour. Next location, I'll just click the next button, is the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church. King's father and grandfather were ministers at Ebenezer Baptist Church in the Sweet Auburn area. King was ordained here in 1948, born his father's co-pastor in 1960. This is actually a 3D model that I can manipulate and leave this on my computer. So I can get like a kind of a 360 view of the church if I want to look at it. And if I want to get a street view, this little guy right here, if I click on him, I don't know if you see it or not, but there's these blue lines and blue circles. Y'all see those? Yeah, blue lines and blue circles. All right. The line is the official Google Street View car that drives around. The blue circles are user uploaded 360 views. So they may not be the if the Google are user friendly or whatever. But if I click on them, they'll take me right to that location. I can see it for real. But then this case, it's inside the street. I actually look inside. Taking my some users that uploaded it. Yeah, I can go into it. When we're ready to move on, click the next button. Move on to the next one. Morehouse College is kind of zips you around to the different areas that you went to. That's where you went to school. You go to where he organized the Montgomery bus boycott. This right here. This one is Gandhi's burial site. He and his wife went there in 1959. So this one, they'll take me right there to it. I like the animation part because it actually kind of shows you how far away it is. Next one is Lincoln Memorial, where you have the famous green speech. We'll drop it down there. I think this one. And these are all. Here's where he got the Nobel Prize. Not all cities are mapping three-dimensionally. Fun fact, Branson is mapping. Well, there's also a find me button on there. That's the one that they were making last. So yeah. But again, all these are rendered in 360. You kind of get like a bird's eye view. That again, if I want to get more close, I click on the little guy, see somebody taking the street. So anywhere there's a circle, that means somebody took a photo there. I can click on it. It'll take me there, right to the front door. Right, so I can see the real thing. How interesting. Look. And we're getting. Next one is the bridge. Selma.
Right here, the famous bridge that they did the walk on. And then finally is I did not realize this, but the hotel where he was shot, they've also turned that into a civil rights museum. And I did not realize that. So when you go there, this is in Memphis, Tennessee, so you walk around, that's the hotel, that's where they found him, and then National Civil Rights Museum. So this is actually also National Civil Rights. They've left the hotel the same way, have cars parked out there.
So the whole hotel is in?
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
This is in Memphis, Tennessee. That's not part of National Rights Civil Rights Museum, but this is that way. Yeah, so once you're done with the experience, you just exit out. You can go on to other things. And yeah, there's several of these. There's that. I haven't looked at all of the education ones, but scientists at work, planetary exploration on Earth. There's a lot of cool things that you can do. You got nature. Travel, if you want to plan a trip, they actually have links to the airports stuff and phone numbers for travel agents and stuff like that. If you go to a place like, hey, I want to go here, how much does it cost to go here? That's another feature. I want to see the world again. I just click on the world. It'll take me back out to the top. Now comes the creepy part where you can see how Big Brother wants it. This little guy right here is a little dot. I click on that. It's going to find my computer. It's going to take me right to it. Watch this. Bam.
Away from me, say.
But somehow they've mapped Shelby in 3D also. I mean, that's. I didn't say it was good, but it's. You gotta give it a second to render. Some of these trees aren't exactly natural. My favorite is this plus right here. That's about half of it. But believe it or not, those 360 photos that I showed you of the classroom, well, in order to get them, you have to upload on the Google Preview. Apparently, there's a link, so when I click on the so if anybody's on Google Earth right now, go to the Grand Center, they can go into Marcus Classroom right here and see him. You have to click on the man.
Does it have to be a picture that was uploaded into it?
Yes, there's no government, like, the best part is showing this to the students, because they start immediately looking around for the camera. Or my favorite, is this a live photo? But I do like this because it's almost like you can just fly around the building. Right there's Brown. Where's that softball field? There's the softball field. Amazing. That's a light. Kind of keep it around Shelby if you want to. Other points of interest on here. Obviously, like any other map, you can search specifically for addresses or locations to go to. Voyager, like I said, will take you on different experiences. Definitely check out the Voyager. I would say that one being the one we use the most. The other one is this little dice. It's the I'm Feeling Lucky. And what it's going to do is it'll actually take you to different locations around the world. What I like about it, though, is when you go to any location, little tile cards pop up on the right side. In this case, we're going to Great Rift Valley to give the information on, which is from Wikipedia. But they also give you suggestions for like people also work at Mount Kilimanjaro. Let's go there. So what they do Mount Kilimanjaro. And a lot of these are rendered really, like, I guess, now this is like you can see what the view looks like. Not filming draw without ever having to go. Let us know. I go to have other cards to choose from. Let's see. You can adjust settings if you want to just go instantly. You can. Just more quiet. I like this because it's a very interesting way of exploring a world, and also I like the fact that you have these options kind of go. And almost have a guided tour. I mean, you can go in, probably didn't realize, like yesterday I showed some of the things during my third period online, the Great Pyramids. They didn't realize how close the actual main city center was to the pyramids. They didn't realize they saw the pyramids around the desert because they only shoot from one angle, shoot from that other angle. Other things you can do, you can bookmark locations. So if you like a place, hit the bookmark button and you got it saved. You can also, if I find a particular angle or location that I like, I can click the bottom button and say get link and share that link in the classroom report because it's a Google Doc. Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, obviously I can send the link out to everybody. So now you're doing a map quest, not the actual map quest, but you know what I'm saying. You're doing a quest going around different things, you want to go to specific locations without having to try and type anything. You can go ahead and pre-map out your location. So, on the different ones around Europe, but they don't have the orientation for it, you can go ahead and pick your location, get those links, then put them in a Google Doc or some other type of format. It's almost like you're the tour guide. Any questions?
Just some navigation type things for you. I don't know if it'll let me do it or not. If you double click the Earth or the compass, it'll flip over, it'll flip places with the Earth. You can rotate the wheel around. Like double click. Yeah, this is one that Carl Richard's website says the new Google Earth. The old one is still active as an application for Mac and PC. What's great about this one is this is Google Earth will actually work on Chromebook. Or they have to have that. They can have it. People actually work on it. They'll that phone browser. All this stuff. That's the presentation. What was the link for the TV recording? And Friday.